Danny, point in the end, what's your kind of thoughts?
It was kind of a sticky game. Not really a lot happened in it. Both teams tried to play and probably end up cancelling each other out a little bit. Disappointed from us, obviously being the home team, wanted to kind of force the issue a little bit and create a little bit more than we did. But on the day, probably just not enough in front of goal for us. So it's something that we can go back and try and see what we can do a little bit better. But I think obviously it's a point, and we move forward. We've got some big games coming up, so don't dwell on it too much. But I think the performance was there for good parts of the game, just probably not that final cutting edge.
Does frustration start to kick in because we're not kind of creating what we've been used to creating over the last kind of couple of weeks? Does that kind of kick into boys' kind of mindsets and things as well?
I think you need to kind of guard against frustration, because I think if you do that, you might end up costing yourself another side of it. So we kept a clean sheet, kept ourselves in the game, give ourselves that chance for the big chance that falls at the end. That's always going to happen, but ultimately we need to be creating a few more chances throughout the game. So disappointing today, but we've got a lot of games coming in the next few weeks that will be important.
On that clean sheet, it was our 11th in the league, which is pretty impressive. That unit is kind of gelled almost now. Got to be quite happy being in.
Yeah, I think obviously clean sheets are important. It gives yourself every chance to win games when you're keeping them. Today, obviously, the other end of the game, just not enough, which isn't like us. In the last few weeks, we've been pretty good on that end of things. So 0-0. Not a great game, not a classic, but we take the point and we move on.
Moving on to Ayr United, they obviously came here the last time and snuck 3 points out of us, so we'll be looking to do the same when we travel west.
Yeah, obviously that was my first game, was the game down there, so we know that we're going to face a tough challenge. They're going well in the league, as are ourselves, so it's going to be nip and tuck in the game. So it's one we can look forward to. We'll do our work through the week and see where we can take advantage of them. So look forward to that one.
No worries, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Nice and easy.